Hey everybody, my name is Joe and I'm a board member of the Here and Now project, and I want to share with you my accessible bathroom that I had done when we moved. I'll start with the roll-in shower here. It's nice and spacious. It's got a padded drop-down shower seat that I use, along with a safety strap that is mounted to the wall with a D-ring. It's got two shower heads. The lower one is for my use. The higher one is for my wife's use, and it has a grab bar there too that I can use when repositioning myself on the seat. If we come over now to the commode setup, we have the wall-mounted toilet that makes cleanup underneath very easy. I also use this thing called a squatty potty, which raises my feet up and is supposed to make it more anatomically correct when going to the bathroom. We also had a third shower head installed, which makes cleaning up very quick and sanitary. We can use it to clean out the toilet bowl, we can use it to clean the floor, and as you can see, the drain, the silver metal portion, runs the entire length of the shower. The final thing is the sink area, and probably many of you have this set up. It allows me to get under very quickly, easily, not touching my skin or legs to anything. Can reach all the things I need. And again, this is probably the first time I've had a bathroom that really meets my needs. Thanks.
So we've got a 36-inch wide doorway coming into the bathroom, which helps. The toilet, we've rigged up a pull cord to flush the toilet because it's on the far side and it's hard to reach. So that's a cheap little hack. The shower was put in with grab bars placed in convenient locations so you can lean right or left. There is a small ramp installed to get over the lip. A extra cabinet provided for supplies and setup. And I have a dual sink setup that is open underneath each sink with the plumbing all tucked in behind the wall, so there's nothing to get hung up on. Works very well.
Our bathroom is really narrow, so we did a couple of modifications to make it work a little bit better. The first one we did was we removed all the knobs from the vanity cabinets and replaced them with just some parachute cord. Real easy to tie on there, just put a knot on the back side and fed them through the holes that were already there from the existing hardware. We also replaced the door hinges with offset door hinges that moved the door out of the way a bit to make just a little bit more space in the door frame.
Hey everyone, so this is the Pants Up Easy. I actually was a little resistant to getting it because I wanted to try to do stuff without as many adaptations as possible because I'm silly. Anyway, it works really easy. Pants Up Easy. So you pull the little arms in like this. Put your arms over that. Kind of push in. And it lifts you up just enough to get your butt up off the seat where you can pull your pants down. If I can find my pants. You know, pretty easily. Lightly lift your arms off the little pad so you don't come crashing down onto the seat. Do your business. When you're done, oh yeah, don't forget to wipe. Again, pull the little arms in. Push the pads in against your sides. Make sure your pants are up far enough where you can grab them. Otherwise, you'll have to do it again. And then just gently pull the pants up. Again, lightly pull your arms away from the pads, push them away when you're done, and then do your transfer back to your chair. This is a wall-mounted model. They also have freestanding models if you have more room in your bathroom or if that works better for you.
One of the bigger things we did was we removed the cabinet from underneath the sink. Once we removed the cabinet, however, we discovered there was no flooring under the cabinet. Luckily, we were able to find some flooring that matched the existing flooring and splice it in nicely. We also added this accordion-style makeup mirror above the stove. It easily adjusts so you can see inside pots and pans, but also collapses out of the way. We also added a set of lower controls for the range hood. Most newer hoods that have touch controls also have the option for remote control. The nice thing about the remote control is that it's more than just off and on. It also allows for the high and low settings for the light and the fan. It also doesn't lock out the controls on the hood either. They still work. They sell a kit that has a couple of switches and some wire that hooks up to a little connector on the board in the hood. And if for some reason we forgot to turn on the fan, we also came up with a solution for silencing the smoke detector when cooking that doesn't involve bashing it with a broom. We updated all the smoke detectors in the house to ones that communicate wirelessly. We also bought an extra smoke detector that we keep handy in the kitchen. That way we can hit the silence button on the handy smoke detector and all of the smoke detectors in the house will silence a second or two later.
Hi, I'm Greg Jacobs. I broke my neck at C5 back in 1982 when I had a little disagreement with gravity up at Crystal Mountain. We built this house and moved in 2007, anticipating that I would need some assistive devices as I aged. So I'm going to show you my ceiling track lift. It's down here in the bedroom. I call it the Bed, Bath, and Beyond lift. We have these nice concrete floors, but once I get in the bedroom, I'm on carpet again. This is the lift system. This is a Sure Hands sort of body clamp deal. All right, so now I have to get the body clamp of the Sure Hands lift, the brackets under my legs, and then the clamp around my torso here, and I'm ready to lift. Move that strap a little bit. It's always good to have a backup plan. When I fell one time, the lift got me back up. So here I go, up. It's going to squish me a bit so I won't be able to speak as well. It's an infrared remote. You have to hold the button continuously. All right, now I'm headed toward the bathroom. The lift was put in this vaulted ceiling with these extension rods, sort of a monorail setup. And then we go to a flat ceiling over here. You have to miss the ceiling fan and the flue from the fireplace, as well as the light fixtures. So here's the flat ceiling. And in the bathroom, you have to miss you can't have a header at the door because it would not fit through. So my shower room here, got the drain in the floor, and I set it up so I have an endless pool just beyond the bathroom. Normally we have a piece of plexiglass in the way. And let me down into the pool. Can't really feel the temperature, but it's warm enough. It's easy to get into the pool. It's really hard to get out without this lift.
Hi, I'm Denise, and we live in a two-story house. And when we first got this house, we purchased an elevator, and we have 3 floors. This is in the garage, and this is me getting into my elevator.
What kind of elevator is it?
Oh, it's a wheelabrator by Destiny. So Candy has to open the door, and she holds the shutters open for me as I come out. And keep holding that, Candy. One thing I want to say about this is a great elevator, but one thing I want to say is if you're thinking about purchasing an elevator, I wish I would have gotten the feature where if I could, for a little more independence, if I could press a button in there, it would open and shut these shutters on their own. So that means that would enable me to go up and down the elevator by myself. But now the way it is, I have to have a caregiver or someone come up and down with me. Okay, I'm going to go upstairs now. Coming out onto the 3rd floor, and now I'm upstairs and have access to all the rooms up here.
Recording.
I'm gonna turn it on.
Oh, look, it's
Hi, my name is Ian Mackay, and I am a C2 complete quadriplegic. I was fortunate enough to design and build a bedroom around my needs. There was a lot to consider during the planning stages, but I mainly focused on 3 areas: ease of access, safety and computer use in bed, and of course aesthetics. Let me tell you a little about what I did. Let's start with ease of access. I wanted a doorway that was easy to navigate, a flooring surface that was smooth and resistant to water from the shower chair. I needed a lift system that was functional and somewhat attractive. Floor space to allow room for a shower chair and my power wheelchair. My bed had to elevate to promote good posture and back health for my employees. I needed a closet that was wide open and easy to view when lying in bed. And it was crucial to have lights, shades, thermostats, and fans that were all controlled by voice. Next, let's cover computer access and safety. It's vital to me to have use of my computer while I'm in bed. A pressure sore can quickly keep us down for long periods of time, and I want to maintain productivity if that happens. I utilize a swinging arm that holds my monitor and mouse. This way I can save valuable floor space. I have a headset and microphone, which is useful in not disturbing your partner. When I'm alone, I make sure and have redundancies to reach out for assistance. I use software like Skype or Messenger to call for help. I have my voice-controlled phone mounted above my computer in case the Wi-Fi goes out. And if both of these fail, I have an intercom system that works off batteries and will travel well over 100 yards to a neighboring house. I also have a complete battery bank under the floor that will power the bedroom for several days if needed. Also, because I'm a high risk for pressure sores, I also have lots of lighting installed to inspect my skin. And finally, aesthetics. You want to feel good in your bedroom, and it should represent yourself. I wanted lots of natural light, avian photography to show my love of birds, and a lot of science posters covering my ceiling. I wanted neutral, calming colors and a bed big enough to accommodate a partner. I used a projection clock so I can see the time on the ceiling, and installed elevated remote control holders so I always know where things are. But the most important thing about your bedroom is it must feel comfortable to you. Anyway, that's my room. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for listening.
This is Todd here in our home, and I've been asked to just share a little bit about Homekit and the various functions that we use. We've had Homekit now in our home for, 4 years or so, and it's been a great asset for us in our ecosystem here. There's several different to choose from, Amazon, Google, etc. They all have their pros and cons, but for us, Homekit has really been the best for us. Mainly, I would say, for continuity between iPhones, iPads, and in the last couple of years, the Mac computer. So you could literally control them from anything, whether it's through your voice, through switch control, through voice control, or through mouse, using your computer. I'm in my office right now, and I'm just going to open my office shade for you via my voice. Open Siri, open Todd's office shade.
Okay, the shade is opening.
You can see the shade's opening. I used my voice to do that, and I used, I didn't say HS, I said OS, and that is because I have a HomePod in here, and various phones like my wife, and depending on how you say it, right, other devices will pick up. So now I'll go and open up my garage door, as well as my wife's garage door. I'll do that as independent actions. Open Siri, open Todd's garage door.
Opening the Todd's garage door.
Open Siri, open Karen's garage door.
Opening the Karen's garage door.
I use those through a fantastic app in addition to HomeKit called the iSmartGate. And the HomeKit website on apples.com, what a great site for all the various accessories and manufacturers who are continuing, more and more every year, getting more compatible with all the ecosystems out there, but again, for HomeKit. As you can see, we got notifications as well that the various doors have opened and whatnot. So I can either use my voice to close these doors, or I could use the app. I figured I would use the app this time. Using switch control, I'm in the Quadrigal app, which is sort of the main screen of HomeKit. I'm going to go down to Rooms, and I could set these up as accessories or scenes, things of that nature, but I thought I would just be a little bit more specific and go to the actual room. I'm going to go to the garage, swipe up. At that point, I was using voice control to open up the garage. Now I'm going to show numbers. 6. I could have scrolled down with voice, or I could have used switch control, but again, just trying to demonstrate the various flexibilities of HomeKit. So now I'm just using switch control to close the doors. As you can see, they're closing. They're giving notification for that. You're seeing it visually as well. Open Siri, Todd's office shade, 50%.
Okay, I set the shade to 50%.
All right, set the shade back to 50%. And there you go. That's just a small demonstration of sort of what we use and what we like. There you go.